Hey Angie, how are you?
Good. Hey Haven, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Awesome.
Do you want to hear a joke?
I love jokes.
Okay, get ready for this one.
I'm ready.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Yeah?
Yahoo.
No, I prefer Google.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Actually, I like Google better too.
Oh, good. Hey, speaking of technology, I hear we have some iPads headed our way.
We sure do. We have lots of iPads headed our way.
Lots of iPads.
Lots and lots of iPads.
That is exciting.
It
Tell
sure
me
is.
more.
All right. Well, in kindergarten and first grade, each teacher is getting 3 iPads added to their classroom.
3?
3.
Wow.
And in second grade, every teacher is getting 4 more iPads to add to their classroom.
Wow, that is incredible.
I know. High five, baby.
Nice.
Yes, and if that wasn't already great enough, every grade level is getting a cart of iPads. Kindergarten, first, and second grade, they're all getting 20 iPads to share amongst the teachers in their grade levels.
That is awesome.
It sure is.
iPads in the classroom and on a cart.
You got it.
That is amazing. Greencastle Primary is the place to be.
It is. We rock.
So you mentioned that every grade level is going to have a cart of iPads.
I sure did.
Tell me more about that.
Okay, I'd be happy to. So this summer, as you know, Haven, we looked at the sign-out sheet from the computer lab last year to see who was utilizing the iPads the most in their classrooms. And from there, we sent out an email to all of those teachers seeing if they would be interested in hosting the iPad cart in their classroom. And guess what?
What?
We had an awesome response. They all wanted to host it.
That's awesome.
Yes, so we had to draw names to see who would the lucky winners be.
I wonder who they're going to be.
Well, drum roll.
Okay.
In kindergarten, Justine Gibbon. In first grade, Heidi Taylor. And in second grade, Kelly Nelson.
Nice.
Yes.
High five.
Woo! Haven, I was thinking, what are the responsibilities of the iPad cart host?
Well, we are asking that the iPad cart hosts clean the iPads and the iPad cart with a dry cloth when necessary.
Hey, guess what? Speaking of a dry cloth,
What?
Dwight is giving every teacher a dry cloth so that they can have that for their iPads also.
That is great.
Yes, it is.
Also, we're asking the cart hosts to ensure all iPads are plugged in and charging each night.
Guess what again?
Oh, what now?
Dwight also ordered power strips so that every classroom has a power strip so that they can be charging their iPads every night also.
Perfect. Also, the iPad cart host will manage the cart's sign-out sheet.
Is that one of these arrows at the bottom?
Yes, check out under the yellow arrow. When you're ready to sign out the iPads, write your name, number of iPads, the date you want to sign them out, estimated the days that you need them, and the date returned.
Wait a second. Are there any limits on how many and how long you can sign out?
No limits on the number of iPads or the days.
High five, girl!
All right, and the last responsibility is to follow up with iPad problems and damages reported on the iPad hospital form.
Is that the blue arrow?
Yes, it is. Anytime there's a problem with one of the iPads on the carts, please record the date, your name, the iPad name, and briefly describe the problem. Also, don't forget to submit a help ticket, and our cart host will follow up and make sure that the problems and damages are fixed.
Wow, it seems like we've thought through just about everything.
I agree. I'm so excited to see what these teachers are going to do with the iPads.
Me too.
So Angie, I started playing with one of the new iPads, and I noticed that there's a page of iPad rules. Tell me about that.
All right, well that's a great observation, Haven. So all the iPads are loaded with the iPad rules on the lock screen. And our purpose of this is to protect our investment because we certainly invested a lot in all of these iPads.
That sounds like a great idea. And you know what would be even a better idea? Let's have the teachers review these iPad rules with their students.
Hey, I was thinking the same thing. So actually, we're going to email each teacher these iPad rules so that they can display them on their whiteboard and go over them with their whole class. And then during the beginning of the school year, we're asking that they go over these rules with all the students before using the iPads.
That sounds like a great idea. So let's go over them. The first rule is to take care of the iPad so it doesn't get damaged.
The next rule is keep the iPad clean, and don't forget you can use those cloths that Dwight gave us.
Great idea. Do not leave the iPad unattended on the floor.
No, we don't want anybody accidentally stepping on them. Close out the app when your turn is over.
This will keep our iPads running quickly. And turn off the screen when the teacher is speaking.
So at the end of that, if you agree, press home to unlock. So Haven, you know the teachers are going to be asking me how to get apps on all these iPads.
You're right, they are. The great news is that teachers get to decide what apps go on their iPads.
That's awesome.
Yes. So, together as a grade level team, teachers will need to decide what apps they want on the grade level carts with iPads. Then, individually, as each classroom teacher needs to decide what apps go on their classroom iPads.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. So you can see there's a screenshot of the intranet page here. And teachers are simply going to follow the red arrow and click on the application request form. Now, right now, it's temporarily out of service because the tech department is updating this form.
Oh, why is there a new form?
Well, there's even more good news. On the old forms, you could only request one app at a time, but on the new forms, you can request multiple apps on a single form.
That is great news.
So, all this talk about apps sure is going to make our teachers happy.
Don't you mean appy?
Oh, you're so clever.
So let's get back to business. What is your goal this year with the iPads?
Actually, I have a lot of goals this year, but if I had to narrow it down to just 3 main goals, I actually featured those on a Powtoon video that I created, and you can check out that video on our primary webpage. But just looking at goal number 2, my goal is for students to use iPads to collaborate, learn, and create. And when I think about that even more, my ultimate goal is for students to create original content to elevate the student learning experience.
Yeah, I can really understand how that would be a great thing at your school. And I can see how student work could be featured on YouTube.
Yes, and imagine students illustrating their work using Skitch.
Yeah, teachers using Nearpod for formative assessment.
Yes, and creating iMovies.
So many possibilities and so many ways that these iPads can be utilized.
Hey, did you know that we have a primary YouTube page? And I'm also thinking about featuring some of the students' original content on there if the teachers want to submit that to me.
That is great. And the great thing about iPads is AirPlay. Teachers and students can be sharing their work with the entire classroom.
Wow, that really can change learning. I can just imagine that. Students sharing their work with the rest of the class or with small groups, or a teacher zooming in on work so that she can show what she's doing at a small group so that the rest of the class can learn from her.
This is really going to elevate the learning happening at the primary school.
It sure is. So when I think about it, my ultimate goal for teachers is to never stop looking for technology to help their students succeed.
They deserve it.
Haven, I am so excited about all the opportunities we will have as a school to learn together.
Absolutely. I can sense your excitement, and I have no doubt that you will be able to reach your goal this year. You can help accelerate student learning and increase student creativity and innovation in the classroom.
Yes, and to help achieve this goal, we will be using Schoology. Schoology will be used during L&L to help explore how to implement technology in the classrooms. We will also be using Schoology to collaborate during our book study of Teach Like a Pirate.
Yes, I can see the wheels are in motion for a great school year of learning.
Haven, I had so much fun sharing this exciting iPad news with everyone.
So did I. We want everyone to know we use the app Book Creator. We want you to play around with it. It's easy to use. We can do it, and you can too.
Hey, how about one more joke?
That sounds great.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Peas.
Peas who?
Peas bring on the